How you guys doing? It's Jonathan with Escobar Kennels.
Jesus, Fire French Bullies, man. This is Behind the Breeders podcast. We will be kicking off another Topic Tuesday today. Excited about this one. Some more free game. Let's get into it, bro.
Let's get into it. I know we had some fans reach out to us and send us some stuff.
We did.
Let's get into that.
We did. So check it out. Let me see. I think the first one I'm going to get into, this was a really, really good one. So someone asked, what is one major key behind your program that you believe in? What gives you the motivation to go out and get it every day in the dog game? And behind that reason, what is something or someone that you thank every day for the opportunity to do what you do? So
that's pretty good.
I'm gonna let you go into that first because that was a lot of fucking questions. Let me read the first one. It's a really great question though. It's a really, really good one. But we'll break it down. So, what is one major key behind your program that you believe in?
One thing, like I have a lot of mottos. One of them being do right by the dog will do right by you. You know, I firmly believe in that because it's like, man, if you give this dog a good quality of life, rather that being a female or a male, it's going to come back tenfold, man. Like, no lie, their sperm's going to be more active, you know, rather than you just neglecting them, putting them in a cage or letting them be sick for a while, you know, or not giving them the proper attention, proper sunlight, proper exercise that they're still dogs that they need and deserve, then, you know, don't expect to get those big litters. Don't expect for that semen to be fully functional. You just run into way more complications. So that's one thing that I live by. And honestly, I have a lot, man. What is your take on it?
I think mine is probably, I was going to say what you said as far as just treat the dog good because everything comes back tenfold. But another major thing for me is just doing good business, bro. You know, if you can do good business and sometimes learn to take the losses, even if it's not your fault, but to just keep your face card clean in the game where you never have to worry about motherfuckers saying, oh, he did this, or oh, he owes me money, oh, he fucked me over on this. Bro, it's unmatched, bro. Standing on business and always being the bigger person, whether it's not coming on your stories, talking shit back to someone, you know what I mean? But just maintaining that, bro, that shit'll take you farther than anything, bro. You know?
Facts. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet, man. Sometimes you gotta do something, swallow your pride, man, or even take that L to, you know, make sure that your name is still held
I
to
did it plenty of times, bro. There was this one time this dude, out of nowhere, he was like, hey, bro, because I told him one of my studs, Baby Shark to be specific, I was like, bro, his semen's just not good right now. I was like, this is the doctor note. I have him on this. Unfortunately, you can use this stud. Nah, bro, I don't believe that doctor's note that you're showing me. That's fucking bullshit.
God damn.
This is what he told me, bro. Get this. He said, I just think that you don't want me to use him because you know that I'm going to drop the best litter ever and I'm going to run you out of business.
Damn, he said that though?
I swear to God, bro. And mind you, bro, I'm going to be, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. His female, complete fucking ass, bro.
I hope you're hearing that too. Your bitch was ass.
The fucking giraffe of giraffes. Like, she was mama giraffe, bro.
The queen, the final boss of the giraffes.
Yes. So at that point, I was like, you know what, bro? I don't refund deposits. I never will. Everybody knows that. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck this dude. $500, shot him his shit back, talk my shit real quick, and then, you know what I mean? But
Do you remember what you told him?
I don't really. It was a mixture, of course, of I didn't get ghetto on him, but it definitely was talking shit, but in a respectful type of way, you know? But I thought about it and I'm like, bro, like, why would I want to even deal with the motherfucker like this?
No,
I could have kept his $500, you know, and burnt him.
Or been like, you got to use a lot of breeders actually doing that, where someone talks shit and they're like, you know what, you just lost your deposit.
Yeah, I was going to, bro, because I had the fucking paper trail. He was going in. But at that point, bro, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this dude. Here's your $500 back, and I kept it moving. And of course, after that,
world, bro, you stopped his whole momentum.
Of course, right after that, he was like, "Hey, bro, I appreciate you sending me the money back. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you. It lets me know that you're actually somewhat decent." I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't even respond at that point, bro. Yeah, but you know, it all goes back to just standing on business and, like I said, taking some of the losses because it'll get you going. You know, it'll definitely keep you elevating and elevating. So those are my two things. And then let me see.
I think the second one was like what keeps you going or motivated every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So what gives you the motivation to wake up every day, even on the lazy days, even on the fucking your sick days, to really push the brand?
My family.
The family?
And my family, and like honestly, like let's be realistic. There's days where we're not gonna be able to push the brand, but we still have to protect the brand. Yeah. That being like the days where it's raining outside, your dog might be sick, your kid might be sick, whatever is going on in real life, where you're not going to be able to post, and especially like with me, I'm just now getting better at posting because you're never going to be able to build your brand or any platform to its fullest capacity until you're willing to give it your 100 and post every day. It takes putting your product in people's face every day for it to grow. So I get that, but like there was times where it's like, man, I'm too busy, I don't get a post, you know what I'm saying? But I still want people to know I'm alive. I'm still here. Even if it's like a short little on the story or something, I'll throw something on there. Or let's say you don't even have the time or the energy to do that. You still got to get up and go take care of these damn dogs.
Yeah,
man.
No matter what, you still got to feed them alive. Motherfuckers.
These kids are still need you, man. So it's like what keeps me going is just knowing that this bill's coming up, man. I know every first of the month, at the end of the month, the beginning of the month, money's going to be taken from my account. I know that if I don't go get up and go clean up these kennels, they're going to be sitting in shit, And honestly, I don't even keep my dogs in kennels like that. It's the puppies I'm talking about. When I have puppies and stuff and they're not fully potty trained or trained in general, so I'm not going to leave them out at night. So I put them in the kennel. But I know if I don't get up and, take them out, they're going to have accidents in the kennel. And if they're going to have accidents, I'm going to have to clean it up. And if I don't clean it up, it's going to be nasty. And if it gets nasty, it's going to stink. And if it stinks, it's just a whole pattern of negative shit. So you have to get up and protect the brand. You have to get up and work. Nothing in life that's worth anything is easy or is just going to fall in your lap. So if you really want to be a reputable dog breeder, someone's, doing outstanding business, someone that stands out, you have to get up. You have to work, man.
Yeah, no, that's facts, bro. So for me, I think my big thing is I'm my own competition. That's my mindset every day is like, okay, you posted this yesterday.
Well, you a hell of a competitor, bro.
No, but for real, bro, I'll wake up and I'll be like, you know what? Yesterday, the post I dropped did 400 likes. I got to top that. That's always my mentality is I have to be better than I was yesterday.
And that's a good ass mentality to have, though, honestly, bro. Yeah. Like, no lie, because that, like, remember that, behind the scenes, that little incident that happened with so-and-so, bro. Oh. Where, you know what I'm saying? Where we were talking about that shit, and it's like, bro, it's so much the truth. Like, you have to only compete with yourself, bro. When you start focusing on other people, what other people got going on, or competing with the next person, you're gonna start hating. You're going to start hating, bro. As soon as you start losing, you're not gonna like it, and you're gonna hate,
and
bro.
then you will be stuck in that fucking energy, bro. And that's what I try telling people over and over. It's like the same day that you focus on the next man is the same day that you literally put a stop sign in front of your motion and your mission. 100%. But that's for me, I wake up.
No, I believe that 100%, bro, because if you are on your mission, you have your goal, what you are doing, how in the fuck can someone else affect that? Or stop you from doing that?
But it happens all the time, bro.
It does. It happens.
And you will notice the camps that it's affecting because they will start to slow down. They won't post as much.
They'll start trying to shit on other people.
Yep, they're always fucking negative, bro. But that's my thing, at least, is just knowing that I'm trying to outdo what I did yesterday. And even on my lazy days, I don't think I have gone MIA from Instagram ever, bro. Like, not even for a single day. There's always been a day if I don't post, there's at least 5 stories, Mm-hmm. And I have that mentality where I'm like, bro, like, I can't let these motherfuckers catch up. Like, in my head, I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm holding the torch, So I'm like, I gotta keep the foot on the gas and just keep evolving. So that's for me. I mean? It's always... You got to outdo yourself from yesterday.
No, and that's good. If people would start incorporating that into their program, man, that's a good key to success. Like, no lie. If you post something today and you only get 20 likes, post something else tomorrow. Try to outdo that.
Exactly.
See where you can look at that video, look at that post, whatever that you did, and better it. Make that one better and try to get 50 this time. Try to turn that 50 into 100. Turn that 100 into 150 or whatever you can do. Even if it's not huge goals like that. Let's say I got 10 likes. Okay, tomorrow let's do 12.
Exactly,
anything,
bro.
Man. Anything.
It could be the smallest shit of, you know what? I normally drop pictures. Let me try talking on camera tomorrow. You know, let me try doing a video. You know, that's what I tell people is if you can not necessarily copy people, but look at people who are successful, that are doing the numbers, that are doing what you want to do, try doing it. You know what I mean? Because the worst thing that could happen, oh, my shit did 2 likes, fucking delete the motherfucker and move on. You know what I mean? So.
Facts. You know that there was a post that just went viral recently with that's so true, bro. It's so true. It says without promotion there's no motion, or promotion is motion, or what, something like that to that extent. And bro, that is the truth, man. This is what I tell everybody.
That's powerful, bro.
Like dude, it's the truth, man. Like this dog game is all about sales, man. It's all about puppy sales, stud sales. It's you, this is your product. These dogs are a product that or you're offering a service. You know what I'm saying? Rather that be AI, rather that be TCIs, rather that's ultrasounds, rather you're even just helping people get vaccines, that is still a service. So with that service, you want to be professional. You want to
stand out.
You want to stand out, and you need to promote that. Promotion is motion. The more you promote it, the more people are going to start spending money. The more people are going to start tuning in. The more people are going to shop, and the more success that you're going to get. Promotion is motion, everybody. So get to it, man. Like no lie. I have a lot of people, like right now I got my homie, man, my little homie, he's shy. He's a shy guy. You know what I'm saying? So, and I tell him like, buddy, you know, you talk to me. When me and him talk, you know, he's open with me now. Yeah. He's comfortable with me. So he'll tell me what he wants. He's like, bro, and he's got great aspirations, and he's hungry. He's putting in the work.
Those two things you just said are deadly together, bro.
They are, but what's holding him back and what's going to hold him back is his shyness. He has to break that. You have to break that, because when you make these puppy sales, you're meeting complete strangers.
Yep.
You know, the people that are going to spend big bags with you, you more likely didn't know
buy from people that they like, you know, and I say it over and over, even with my stud clients, bro, they feel more comfortable coming to me because they already know the reputation. They already know the expectations. They already know they can call me on a random day, chop it up, you know. So if you can get past that, bro, the opportunities are endless. They really, really are, bro. And I've seen it so many times where I have homies that they're like, bro, like I have the idea, but I just don't want to post. They'll straight up tell me like, look, bro, I don't know what to write in the caption. They're like, you do it and you make it look easy, but like, bro, like I really don't even know what to write. You know, I don't know what to...
You just got into on one of the past episodes.
Yeah,
like you just
bro, and people keep telling me that, though. I will be half the time probably fucking sitting right here doing a caption. You know what I mean? Because I already have a formula, though. Like, I already know this is the fucking topic. This is what I'm describing. That, you know what I mean? So it's on autopilot now. Yeah. But to get to that point, it's not too hard. You just have to take that fucking step, bro. You really, really do. You really do. There is not a single camp out there that can be like, oh, I don't post, I don't fucking, you know, I don't do any of that, but still has a ton of motion. I highly, highly, highly doubt it.
Nah, bro.
I highly doubt it. It's slim
and
to
even
none.
those like, bro, I'll be honest, I have sold a litter before where I didn't promote that litter. I didn't post any of the pictures. But that's because all of the hard work that I put in prior to there. You know, that's from them people that were hitting me up. It's
building that momentum, bro.
Exactly, bro. And that's with the other people too. It's like, bro, if nobody just woke up and been like, hey, I'm gonna hit up this guy for puppies and you got puppies. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing with the stud, the same things with promoting your show. If it's not in someone's face, how they gonna expect to fucking click on it? You feel me?
Promotion is motion.
That's
someone's
fire,
gonna make
bro.
a shirt, bro.
That's fire, bro.
They didn't do that. Promotion
I didn't even
is
see
motion.
that pose, but that sounds dope as fuck.
It's the truth, though, bro. Promotion is motion.
So the last part of that question is basically, so behind those reasons, what is something or someone that you thank every single day, being that you have that opportunity to do what you want to do?
God.
Yeah, that was my answer too. At first, I was thinking about it. I'm like,
that I think every day. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, shout out Daniel with Exotic Frenchie Gang. You know, like a phone call with him really got me. You know, put the jumper cords to like get me to want to actually breed.
Yeah,
but I don't thank this man every day, bro.
You don't shoot him a good morning text every day,
hey, man. Thanks so much, bro. Like, nah, I ain't none of that, bro. And plus, like, we went different routes, and plus, like I just said, like he just gave me that little spark. He sparked the idea. I took the torch. I put in the legwork. You know, I did everything that I had to do
the legwork
to
is
get
the
me
best
to
work,
where
baby.
I am, bro. So that's why I say there's not one person on this earth besides my wife, my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thank her, you know, because without her, I don't feel like a lot of this would have been possible because like, bro, you need that harmony at home. You need that just comfortability with to be able to just do you know what I'm saying, without someone, I don't know, bro. Like but even then it's like I still put in a lot of work by myself, and I had to push this
but
shit.
it is good to have that support at home, and not just that, but to have that criticism behind the scenes where it's
facts. She puts a lot of fire in my...
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's definitely needed, at least in my household, because if it wasn't for my wife, bro, I'd be like, you know what? I probably would have bought fucking double the amount of dogs I have right now.
Bro, fun fact, my wife, bro, puts me in, like, bro, don't do negotiations. When she's around, bro, she's waxing that ass.
Don't hit you.
Waxing that ass, bro. She be treating me like I'm a pushover, dog. It's like, no, don't tell him 15. Tell him 2,500.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she's ruthless with it, bro. But she's definitely, I would thank her every day. If it was somebody I had to thank every day, it would be her.
Yeah, I think mine is the same. So mine probably is my wife, God, of course.
God.
My motherfucking self. You know what I mean? I pep talk myself
Cheers
in the morning.
To my motherfucking self.
Yeah.
I can see you, bro, in the mirror and shit every day. Mr. FFB.
Thank you, bro. I see you.
Keep going, bro. These niggas know. They
and
see
then every other day, bro, I look at Biggie and I'm like, bro, I appreciate you, bro, because real shit. I give
that dog. Bro,
I give homage to him for every single fucking thing, bro.
But honestly though, bro, it goes back to promotion is motion. And like no lie, bro. Biggie in the hands of somebody else, bro. That dog could have just went swept under the rug.
1,000,000%.
He could have been swept right under the rug, brother.
1,000,000%. But when I took that dog to the shows and I seen the attraction that he got from him himself,
it inspired you, huh?
It fucking lit a fire in me, bro. And it was a wrap, bro. It was a wrap. Now, if I would have took a shitty dog there and they would have just went about my way, damn, I need a better dog. Then I probably would have been like, you know what? I would have went through the normal losses that people take when they get in the game, which I did with that first male. But it was immediately after I got Biggie, and then I was like,
shout out Bruno.
Yeah, shout out Bruno. Fuck you. No, not fuck you, Bruno. He's a good dog. But the one who fucking, you know what I'm trying to say. The motherfucker gave him, he did me dirty, bro. 7K, no papers.
No papers, man. You
trust
was a
the blood,
bro.
Trust the blood philosophy over and over. The dog was damn near 2 years old. Bro, just give him a few more months, bro. He's gonna pop, bro. Look at his dad, and I'm like, bro, you got. By then, I already knew what was up.
And that's one thing, bro, that I'm glad is starting to get. I'm starting to see diffuse a little bit. I'm starting to see more people. Yeah, I'm starting to see more people not trusting the blood so much more and just trusting the dog. And that's one thing that I believe you should do, man. You should 100% do, because no lie, if you go off that trust the blood theory, man, then you can't use Crown as an example. You cannot fucking use Crown, even though everyone says, oh, trust the blood. Like, you can't fucking use Crown then, because Crown's papers were hung for the longest, bro, and people were still using it. Crown's a producer, bro. That's one thing I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm discrediting or that I don't love Crown. I love Crown. That dog is fucking beautiful. That dog, what that dog has done for the bully game is phenomenal, bro. And like, he's changed many people's lives. That dog really has. So I'm not trying to discredit that dog one bit at all. But it's like, man, it's more the people, you know what I'm saying? Because they the same people that are trust the blood, trust the blood. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, when's this blood gonna start working?
Yeah, when is enough? No, I see that 1,000%, bro. And I feel like that's kind of, I don't want to say more for the newbies, because I still see some people that have been in the game for a long time. That's their pickup line to people who buy puppies. Hey, bro, so, you know, this blood normally give it around, 24 months. I'm like, motherfucker, just say 2 years. Motherfucker, say 24 months.
I swear, some people,
but
bro,
it's a punchline, bro.
Some of these bully breeders, they really think they mad scientists, bro. They really think they got a fucking degree in
like
Harvard
7
for
months
breeding
the
and
head,
shit, bro.
At about 12 months, the fucking rear will pop. It's like that though, bro.
Yeah, it's wild,
like that.
Bro. It's wild.
It's like that. So let me check this out. So another one are levels in the game. And I think what he kind of meant by that, so just
levels to the game,
different levels. What do you consider?
I mean,
level 1, 2, 3. What, like, you know what I mean?
Fuck, I can't even break it down into those kind of levels, bro. Because right when you think that you've seen the top level, you'll meet some fucking top fucking dog. Like, honestly, like we're both in the Frenchie game, bro. We're both in the Frenchie game. Who do you feel like is on top of the food chain when it comes to the Frenchies? Honestly. Because to me, I'll tell you right now, to me, the most successful Frenchie breeder to me is Diego Sanchez. Diego.
Is that
Designer Bulls.
Okay.
Designer Bulls, bro. Because when I think of that, bro, it's like Diego. That dude lives that lifestyle, bro. This dude,
Oh no, he definitely
don't get me wrong.
does.
You got people with big motion, people making big
That's
noise.
what I was trying to think
like
about
Fresh
right
Baby
now.
Bulls. He's out here doing his thing, bro. You know, Texas Elite, a bunch, bro. Isaac, you know what I'm saying? Justin,
Yeah.
they're all killing. They're all living a lifestyle, bro. They're all on top of the food chain. But when I think of like Diego, it's like, come on, bro. First of all, he's overseas, bro. He's got that whole compound, bro, breeding facility. He's got all the land, the luxury cars, the yachts,
that shit's fucking
everything,
wild,
bro. Everything. And,
Does he just do dogs? Because I don't know him that well.
I don't really know I mean, I don't know him personally, but I know he's the one that's selling these $250,000 dogs. He's the one. He sold a dog for $1 million. One dog for
Shut the
$1 million.
fuck up.
Yes, it's
China
on
or
YouTube.
what?
It's on YouTube, bro. He you can look up the
Goddamn.
video, bro. He sold one dog for $1 million.
A whole ticket.
A whole ticket, bro. So
God.
like to me, he's one of the top dogs, bro. So it's like you got Diego Sanchez, bro. And then you got someone just starting, like, you know, like when I bought Pablo, I didn't know shit about AKC. I didn't know nothing about colors, about studs, about nothing. So it's like when you literally just start and when you get to like the pinnacle of just the top of the food chain, and in between, bro, I can't tell you how many fucking levels it is.
Yeah, no, as you're
dog.
talking, I'm trying to think about the levels in my head, but it's kind of the same in the
every
sense
time
of
you
you're
see
either
it,
right
bro.
here or you're right here. Don't get me wrong, there of course is a middle, but how to really define what the middle is, you know what I mean, just in the fucking middle.
I feel like, bro, don't worry about the levels. Just worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. And I feel like once you start, like me, I noticed I was starting to do something, bro, when I started getting recognition for my work. Not having to ask for it, you know what I'm saying? Not having to look for it. When people started following me that I thought were bigger breeders, or that, you know, people hitting me up that you know, giving me confidence, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when you start getting the recognition, bro, your flowers, that's when you know you're like, okay, you're leveling up.
Yeah, I think the main time I say levels is when it's to someone that hasn't been in the game for a while, you know? Because just like anything in life, there's levels to this shit.
No,
there really, really is.
Facts.
And a lot of people don't understand that. You know, it's hard to describe the different types of levels, but there is levels, and a lot of people that just come in the game don't understand that. They think, oh, why are you selling this dog for $15K when I could go buy one for $500? There is levels to this shit, baby. You know?
Facts.
So I say it a lot just because when I'm talking to someone and I know, you know, whether they're above me, they're below me, people need to understand those levels, because if they don't understand them, you know, you can say, oh, a closed mouth don't get fed, but at the same time, bro, there is levels to this shit. Understand who you're writing, understand the time that they might not have, understand come correct, understand, you know, the type of dog that you're inquiring about, understand, you know, there's so many different levels that you really need to understand, you know, fucking before you write someone, bro, look at their page, you know, look at their productions, look at their studs, look at their females, whatever it is, because some people will just come in and fucking ask you a whole diary of questions. Like if you really got the time just to say, you know what, let me, I got to talk to my wife. Yeah, fuck that, bro. They need to understand the levels of the shit, bro.
No,
They do. They really do.
I get it, bro. I get it 100%. Because no lie, you'll even get those people that'll ask you 1,000,001 questions, and then they'll go and buy the cheaper stud.
Exactly,
And then later
bro.
on, that motherfucker got a wagging tail and skinny as hell, you know, like.
Yeah, and I'm not disrespectful to those type of people, because a lot of people will say, you know what, those will be the type of people that will come back. You know, I was once that person where there was, I'm not going to say who it was, but there was a friendship program in Arizona when I came in the game. Looked up to them. You know, they had all the studs. They had the motion. They had this. They had that. And I remember telling him, and I wrote him, and I'm like, bro, like, you got to bring that dog to a show. I want to stack up next to Biggie. He was way above my level, though, you know, and I didn't really understand levels at the time. But, you know, fast forward 6 months later, and to see what Biggie did, to see the motion that I inquired my damn self, I understood, like, you know what, bro? I was in your DMs. I was trying to, you know, network with you, trying to do this, trying to do that. Didn't give me the time of day. So those people will still obviously flourish, but use that shit as motivation, bro. Because now I look back And those same people, bro, are not even my competition anymore. They're in my DMs like, hey, bro, I see what you're doing. Can I do this? Would you like to do this with me? And it's like, I don't say fuck them, but in the back of my head, I'm like, bro, I remember I was in your motherfucking DM. You know what I mean?
You don't gotta say it, bro, but it's back there. It's like, fuck you, bro.
You let the motion talk for you, bro. You know what I mean? They know what's up.
Yeah,
they know what's up.
It's the same thing, like, bro, with this show, right? With the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, no lie, like, I remember telling people about the idea, and then, some of the guests that I plan on having on, and they're like, oh, man, don't ask him. He's gonna say no. He's gonna straight shit on you and this, that. It's like, bro, first of all, if anybody says no, then fuck them. They don't never gotta come on.
It's as simple as that.
Fuck them.
Because I've asked a lot of people too, and I even asked Joe, Crown's owner. First thing he wrote me back, he said, honestly, bro, I don't like doing podcasts. I don't like, he said respectfully, I don't like doing podcasts, and I'm going to just leave it at that. And I said, look, bro, we're not going to diss Crown. We're not going to say anything. I just want to know your story. That's it. I will pay for your time. I will make it work. He said, bro, with all due respect, I'm not going to do the podcast. That's just not my shit. I don't. So I was like, you know what? Fuck them. But because, it is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, bro, everybody's busy. I get it, but people,
man, he ain't that goddamn busy. People have that. Joe talked to me for like a fucking bro.
Yeah, but people have that mindset, bro, where it's like, you know what? I honestly think that he thought we were gonna get into the gossip, probably talk about Kobe,
and
probably gotta talk about the ped, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, yeah, 1,000%.
Which honestly, like we was crazy because I was just talking with my homeboy on the ride up here, bro. We were talking about Crown shit, like that whole situation and shit. It's like, bro, I feel like I would like to just hear the actual story, like what the fuck actually happened, and even then. It don't fucking matter, bro. People are still gonna breed to the dog. The dog's fire. The dog's producing. That's what matters. The dog's out producing himself, bro.
And the dog has made such a fucking impact on the game, bro, that he's still fucking doing numbers, bro. He's still active. He's, you know what I mean? I can't see a bad angle of him. I don't even fucking breed bullies, and that's my favorite dog.
No, he's
straight
fire,
up.
Bro. He's fire. I love Crown.
So let me see. Other question is the best way to keep your consistency in your own productions.
The best way to keep the consistency in your own productions.
Yeah.
Let's let you answer that, buddy. Let's let you get to that.
Okay, so for consistency in productions, at least for me and my kennel, I'm going to say the main thing is sticking true to the blood you're using. Outcrosses... Get lucky, you want to roll the dice, fuck it. If certain bloods click together, cool, try it. But in my camp, when I breed, I know that, if I take, and this is just simple math, this isn't anything fucking new. I take a granddaughter back to the grandfather, and I know that she has this on the front end, I will breed that back. Or back then, and this is what a lot of people will do. Oh, this dog has fronts, but he has a long back. My female has a short back, but she has, straight legs. I think they will balance each other out. I don't do that shit no more. Now I double down on the same trait and just run with it. So if both dogs have fronts, I'm going to double down on that. If both dogs have big ass domes, I'm going to double down on that.
So you're going more toward phenotypes.
100%. 100%, and that's speaking off of structured breedings. I'm not talking about DNA. I'm not talking about fluffy and anything like that. This is just structured breedings. I will double down on both traits and make sure that there is some similarities in the ped, because I know when I shop for a stud, even if the dog is nice, the dog will sell itself, but I want to make sure the whole ped is consistent. I don't want something in the back end on this side, but on the front end on this side, I try to keep things as close because I know that's one of the hottest topics, and I run a stud program. Let me see the ped. The dog has to look the part. What do his parents look like? What does he carry? So that's one of my things.
What's the top bloodline that you go to? What are you looking for in the ped?
My thing right now is Biggie, bro. Doubling up on everything Biggie.
Okay, but what's Biggie?
Biggie is a Valor grandson and a Gunner grandson. So on the back,
you go for a lot of Valor and Gunner.
I love Valor, bro. I love Valor. I'm actually in the market right now for a Valor bitch. There's actually a bitch I might pull the trigger on that I just seen last night. Crazy bitch.
Don't lie. You gonna pull that Valor.
She's
gonna pull that trigger.
She's really, really nice. And this is when I kick myself in the ass because my studs went crazy. So I kind of took a step back from the breeding side of it. I didn't have a lot of productions. Now where I'm at, bro, I'm like, you know what, bro? Let's really start to cook because your studs are getting older. You know, I need to make sure that I have
The next generation ready.
the next generation, but the best generation ready.
Facts.
You know, so that's what I do. So when it comes to consistency, I double down on the solid trait both dogs bring, and I look at the pedigree and make sure that what I want in that pedigree is within the first 3 gens. That's what I do.
And see, I'm kind of like the opposite. See, with what I do, I compete with myself. I'm the same with that. Like I try to outproduce my last productions.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of outsourcing. A lot of, like I do look at the pedigree, but not so much. Like it's not gonna stop me because the majority of money that I've made have been more for the DNA dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not really known for my structured dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some. I'm working on that right now, but like. I really like when the fluffies took off and I was seeing, like people getting them $50,000 bags, $100,000 bags. I was like, man, fuck that. I want that. So I started leaning more towards where the money was at. And I started off with 2 times Maui and YOLO blood. And I saw other bloodlines, but then I stopped focusing so much on the bloodlines and going for phenotypes. Like, what does this dog carry? What traits does this dog have that I really like that I want to add to my program? Yeah. And that's what I go for.
No, that's fire. And I feel like it's just a different world, because for a lot of people, nobody knows this right now, but I'm going to be releasing a stud tomorrow. I got another new stud, man. I couldn't lay low, bro. I really, really couldn't. My head is always evolving at this point. I have always said I am cool with fluffies, but they have to have the structure. Every time I have seen
you heard it, guys. It's a fluffy.
Yeah, it's a fluffy, bro. And everyone's always told me, bro, get a fluffy, you'll do good. But it's always been, I see they lack something. I don't want to bring it here if it doesn't have the structure. And even then, I'm still scared because I'm like, any dog will look good as a puppy. They're going to grow up.
They look fire.
But unless it has, and I've said this a lot of times, unless it has that wow factor where the dog don't even look real, the dog looks photoshopped in person already as a pup and it has those traits, bro, fucking pull the trigger, 100%. And a lot of times when I did want to pull the trigger back then, it was always like, cool, give me 70 bands. Not gonna do it because I still didn't know, bro. I'm not gonna gamble that type of money.
Yeah.
But I found something. He's fluffy. I think he's about 11, almost 12 weeks. Fucking crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm talking crazy in the sense of he looks more structured than my structured dogs did at that age that are not even fucking fluffy, bro. No fucking legs, big ass head, cute ass face, no tail, not just the fluff, but actually has the girth underneath it. I'm really blown away, bro. I'm excited, but at the same time, that's not my lane. It's definitely not.
You're gonna make it your lane.
So I'm gonna have to really try to do what I do, but at the same time, I gotta look for those clients. So I'm hoping it works.
Nah, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, behind the scenes, I've seen him already, and not only have I seen him, I've seen the pictures already. That I've seen your work. No, he's gonna get some lock-ins, bro. Not only is he gonna get lock-ins, bro. Welcome to the dark side, bro. Welcome to the DNA side, bro.
And I know already because I see a lot of the tendencies with the DNA game in Arizona, and I want to compare it to the bully game, and the reason I say that is because, bro, there is always so much fucking drama. Oh, I got the hardest fluffy stud in Arizona. Shut the fuck up and breed. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Eleanor,
yeah,
bro.
There is so many little things, and everybody know who's talking about who. But my point behind it is that it's just like that with the DNA dogs. And it's really not with the other ones. Don't get me wrong. You'll see little shit here and there. But with the amount of fluffies there is down here compared to the structured dogs in Arizona,
yeah,
the noise that comes from the fluffy dogs in DNA, way more, bro. So I'm excited to see, like, there's a lot of motherfuckers been waiting for it. A lot. So I'm ready for everybody's reaction. Be like, oh, damn, this motherfucker got a fluffy. It's going to be interesting, bro.
He's cute.
It's going to be interesting. Thank you, bro.
He's fire. So shit, man. I feel like that was a pretty good episode, bro. Unless there's more topics.
I think I got a couple more. Let me see. We'll hit a couple more. Let me see. Levels in the game. That one's not appropriate. I'm gonna show it to you though. I'm gonna show you this one.
What the fuck? Damn.
So that actually was the last one. There was a couple more, but we're gonna leave those ones out.
I took a
Trying to
drink
think. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it, bro. I mean, we could talk more about other shit, but I mean, at this point,
We'll
I
have
think
more
there's-
topics for another episode.
Yeah, there is a couple more, but I think we should save them for the next one, bro.
Let's do it.
Real shit, man.
Well, shit, that closes everything for Topic Tuesday. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. See you guys next week.
Behind the Breeders, baby. Let's get it.
Behind the Breeders.
Oh, yeah.